Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it is the end of 2018. How this happened, I still don't understand. I feel like this year went by very quickly, but here we are. There's just a few weeks left before the new year, which means it's time to take a look back at 2018 and all of the awesome beauty products I've tried. So I have been doing like an end of the year favorites kind of wrap up, basically as long as I have been blogging about beauty. Way back in the day, I used to do it on my actual blog website. The last couple of years, I've done videos here on my channel, but I've usually kind of done a roundup based on categories of products. So I would do best makeup, I would do best skincare, but this year I thought it might be fun to kind of switch things up a little bit. So I'm going to have a total of 4 videos for you guys based on how I acquired these products. So today we're going to be talking about my top 10 products I've received in PR in 2018. And then I'm also going to be doing my top 10 products that I've received in subscription boxes, my top 10 products I've purchased myself, and then also a list of the 10 products I regret purchasing most. So hopefully you guys are down with this idea, that you will enjoy these videos. I also think it'll be fun because I won't be talking about just like one type of product in each video. There's going to be a little bit of mishmash, skincare, makeup, etc. based on what I ended up loving. So hopefully you guys will enjoy. If you're new here to my channel and this is the first time you're seeing my face, my name is Lauren. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. I try to upload new videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes on Saturdays. Doesn't always happen, so make sure you click the subscribe button, click the little notification bell if you want to know when my videos go live so you don't miss out on any of them. And with all that being said, before I go rambling on for another 5 minutes, let's get into the top 10 products I've received in PR this year. Now these are in like no particular order. I did not actually rank them from like 1 to 10. I could not say because they're all very different products. I don't really feel, it's kind of like comparing apples to oranges. I don't really feel like I could properly rank them. These are all just things that I really do truly love and have been using a ton. So I think that the oldest thing that I have here in front of me is this guy. It is the Dr. Brandt Biotic Recovery Sleeping Mask. Now this is a product that I actually received from Influencer back at the beginning of 2018. It's probably on its last legs, but man, this is such an underrated skincare product. It's basically this green sort of cream and it's very refreshing. Has a weird scent to it, but not like weird bad. I can't put my finger on what exactly it is. It's not floral, it's not sweet, but it's not really herby either. It's weird. You kind of got to go to Sephora and smell it for yourself to understand what the heck I'm talking about. But I don't dislike it. And basically, this is a sleeping mask that has probiotics in it. So you put it on, you can either use it with your moisturizer or instead of your moisturizer at bedtime, you sleep with it on and then you wash it off in the morning. And whenever I've used this, I feel like my skin has been so much more clear, has had so much less texture and a lot less redness. It really is super fantastic. And it is expensive. This is a $52 product. Obviously, I have not needed to repurchase it yet because I have skincare coming out my ears and I'm always rotating through things. It takes me a long time to finish any one product. But I honestly do think I would consider repurchasing this when I run out or when it expires because it's one of the few products that I've used that I've actually seen visible results with my skin. The second product that's on my top 10 list this year from PR is this blush from BareMinerals. It's one of their Gen Nude blushes. This is in the shade Peachy Keen, which is a really pretty, obviously sort of peachy pink kind of coral color. I got this at an event that I went to back maybe in like February, March. And so this was something I wore a ton in the spring and summer because it's just definitely has those like spring vibes. It's very like cheery and warm. And this, I love this blush. It is such a beautiful formula. It's very creamy to the touch and it's pigmented, but it's not like too pigmented to the point where when you put it on your skin, you look like a clown. Like, you barely even kind of see it when I just swatched it there. It adds just this like very natural flush, especially when you're applying it with a brush instead of swatching it. I feel like blushes don't always swatch super well because that's not how you would apply a blush. I just felt like this product was very foolproof. It was the kind of thing that never looked streaky. It just blended into your skin beautifully. It was very, very natural. It never looked harsh or heavy or clownish. And it didn't fade after like 2 seconds either. I just thought this was incredible. I do really enjoy BareMinerals products in general. I feel like they're very sort of like everyday wearable friendly. They're not necessarily the most exciting or the most innovative brand, but they just have like very solid everyday products. While we're on the topic of solid everyday products, you guys know, if you've been watching my videos this year, I've had a little bit of a love affair with the Wander Beauty Wanderlust Powder Foundation. I received a really beautiful, generous PR package from them, I think over the summer, and this is one of the things that was in there. It comes with a little puff, which mine is hella dirty right now because I use the crap out of this product. Like, this looks a little bit abused, and that's because I wear this very regularly. So this is a powder foundation, but it is the most smooth, the most like buttery and silky texture, and it has a ton of coverage. As you can see, this is not like a setting powder. It is truly a powder foundation. Like, it is going to give you coverage, but it just like melts into the skin. It's not drying. It doesn't emphasize texture. It's just very natural, beautiful. I honestly use this little puff to apply it most of the time. You just kind of swipe it in the product, and literally you can just like swipe it on your skin and it covers flawlessly. It's kind of a little bit magical, I'm not gonna lie. It's not a cheap product. This retails for $40, so definitely a little bit more of an investment, but I definitely will buy this once I run out. Obviously, I haven't hit pan yet. It's lasted me a little while, which is great, but this is the kind of thing that I don't want to be without. I wear the shade medium, which is just starting to be a little dark for me now that I don't have a tan. This was pretty perfect during the summertime when I was a little bit deeper in complexion. The biggest downside to this is the shade range. There's only 5 shades, which kind of sucks. I do wish that they had a few deeper shades. I think on the lightest end of the spectrum, you'll probably be fine. I don't know for sure, not being super pale, but I would have liked to see maybe another very deep or tan shade in the range just to kind of round things out a little bit. Still, y'all know how I feel about the BareMinerals Bare Pro Powder Foundation, which I do still love, but I honestly have been reaching for this one more, which is crazy. And I have a backup of the BareMinerals one that I bought before I got this, so like, I almost feel bad because I know I should use that before I get another one of this, but definitely this guy, I'm very, very pleased to have tried it out. It's fantastic. Number 4 on my list is a product that you guys don't really hear me talk about very much, but if you follow me on Instagram, you probably see this guy kind of like snuck into a lot of my flat lay pictures. This is the DefineMe fragrance mist in the shade Sophia Isabel. DefineMe reached out to me maybe in like February or so of this year. They sent me a really beautiful package with a bunch of different fragrance goodies from them, and oh my god, I love them as a brand. I love what they stand for. They're all about female empowerment. They have a whole program that basically gives scholarships to girls that are disadvantaged to help them go to school, which I think is great. All of their fragrances are cruelty-free, which is not easy to find, and they're made with like a coconut oil base, so they're very natural. They smell delicious, and they don't fade after 2 seconds, so I definitely recommend them as a brand. Sophia Isabel, this scent in particular is very sweet. It has notes, I think, of like mandarin and sugar. It's just very like girly and kind of all like candy-like. It's got that very sort of, not gourmand in like a vanilla way, but more like a sweet citrusy kind of way, which is really nice. I also really like, oh my goodness, what is that? Peyton. I like Peyton a lot. That one is a little bit more sort of sophisticated. To me, a little bit more of like an evening scent, my like girl boss kind of scent, if you will. And what else have I tried? I think I've also tried Audrey, which was more of like a floral, and that one was also really nice. So if you're interested in picking anything up from DefineMe, you can find them at Ulta, but if you shop on their website, I do have a discount code. It's Blushing Birdie, and it will save you guys 10% off. I'm gonna spray. I'm not wearing any perfume right now. I'm gonna spray myself. While we're on the topic of things that smell good, when I went to GenBeauty New York this year, I was gifted this guy from Pur Lisse. This is the Watermelon Energizing Aqua Bomb. It's their new moisturizer. This legit smells like a Jolly Rancher. It's so delicious. And as someone with oily skin, this has been such a bomb moisturizer. It's oil free. It has like a gel cream texture, so it's very lightweight. It sinks into your skin. It doesn't leave you feeling greasy, but it also doesn't dry down to that kind of like weird, tight, matte finish that some like mattifying moisturizers and like serums and stuff can do. Like, I really don't like it when you have a mattifying product that makes your skin feel tight and dry. It's not a good situation. This leaves you feeling very smooth and soft, not sticky, not weird, and it just does really help to control shine throughout the day. And actually, it's funny, I haven't used this product for the last maybe 3 weeks or so because I'm currently product testing a new launch for Wander Beauty. It's something that's going to be coming out in 2019. I actually don't know anything about the product. I'm kind of doing like a blind test, if you will, of one of their new cleansers and moisturizers. I'm using them both for 30 days. So I've been using the Wander one every day for this test, so I haven't been using my Pur Lisse moisturizer. I'm really curious to switch back to it and see how my skin reacts. It's been really loving the Wander one as well. I'm very excited to find out more information and to be able to talk to you guys about it. But I did really enjoy this when I was using it. I would say I used this for maybe a solid month and a half, like every single day pretty much, and my skin really enjoyed it. It felt much less oily, and it was kind of a game changer. So I am fortunate to get a lot of PR from Pixi throughout the year. They send over some of the most beautifully curated PR packages. I need to give it to them. Like, when it comes to PR, just like the aesthetic, Pixi definitely wins. A+, they take the cake. But, you know, product-wise, not all of it I love. Some of it's good. Some of it has not been for me. I've usually tried to tell you guys in like my monthly beauty reports when I've tried new Pixi products, I know which ones I've liked, which ones I haven't. I would say, and I'm kind of like counting these as one thing, even though there are 2 products, because I kind of couldn't decide which of them I liked better. But of everything I received from Pixi this year, I think my top 2 products are the Glowy Gossamer Duos, specifically this one in Subtle Sunrise, which is a little bit more warm toned, so it works really well for my complexion. And then their Liquid Fairy Lights, specifically this shade, which is Rose Gold. This is the one I've definitely gotten the most use out of. So these Glowy Gossamer Duos are highlighters, and they're kind of like that baked gelée type texture. They feel almost like wet to the touch. They're very, very creamy, but there's not really like any kick up in the pan, and they just leave this very sort of radiant, natural sheen on your skin. Let me see, will you focus? They're not really glittery at all, nor are they like metallic. They just leave this like beautiful sort of like wet looking sheen on the skin. It's so, so pretty. I really, really enjoy it. They're a little bit pricey for drugstore highlighters. I want to say they retail for like $16, but if you can get them at any kind of a discount, I definitely would recommend them. I think that's a really, really solid formula that they came out with. And then the Liquid Fairy Lights are essentially sort of like a Stila Glittering Glow liquid eyeshadow dupe. This one in particular, I think I get the most use out of because it's a neutral shade and it goes with so many looks. The actual like glittery, sparkly particles in here are kind of like a silvery, iridescent color, and the base is a really pretty rose gold. So I just think it looks absolutely stunning on the eyes. I've created so many looks, just kind of thrown a little bit of this on top, and honestly it gets more sparkly as it dries. Like when it's wet, it kind of has more of that metallic eyeshadow sheen, but once it's fully dry, you kind of really see the sparkle stand out. Super pretty. Definitely not quite as long wearing as the Stila ones. You can tell there's like a little bit of a difference in quality between this more affordable version and the original, but they're still really good if you want to experiment with glitter and don't really want to drop $24 in the Stila ones. I think the Pixi ones are definitely worth checking out. Now, I actually used this next product today when I was doing my makeup. I filmed a tutorial on this look, so I will actually throw that up in the cards for you guys if you want to watch it and see how I did what I did here on my face. But the product I'm talking about is the Schwing eyeliner from The Balm. This was also something I was gifted from the brand when I went to GenBeauty New York, and I love this freaking eyeliner. It makes creating a wing so easy. If you're someone that has struggled with doing wing liner and feels like it's not for you, it may just be the product that you're using, because they're not all created equal and some of them are definitely more difficult than others. This probably one of the easiest, and I don't know what it is. It's definitely something about this tip. It's very, very fine. I don't know if I can make this easier for you guys to see, but it is a felt tip, but it is not too floppy and it is not too hard. I've used products that basically fall on either end of that spectrum. If something is too flimsy, it's hard to create a precise wing, but if you've ever used a felt tip liner that's hard as a rock, it feels like you're stabbing yourself in the eye. It's not pleasant, it's not comfortable, and it actually makes it even harder to do your liner. So this is just like that perfect balance of comfort and flexibility and precision. It also is very matte when it dries down and very black. And aside from the fact that I like the aesthetic look of a matte liner, one of the things I've also noticed is that when I go in with a very matte liner, my eyelash glue sticks better to it. Weird random thing, but whenever I'm going to be putting on false lashes, if I wear a creamy or shiny liner, I feel like the glue doesn't adhere to it as well and my lashes are more likely to pop off. But when I apply falsies on top of the Schwing, it sticks right on perfectly. So there's lots to love about this guy. I'm very glad I got the chance to try it out and that the brand gave it to me, because it's funny, I'd heard so many good things about it, but for one reason or another, I just never really thought to go and pick it up. So I'm glad that I tried it. I kind of regret not getting my hands on it sooner, but yeah, definitely one of the best beauty discoveries of 2018. So this is a newer favorite of mine that I've been sent. It is the Daydream Mineral Primer from Kula. I just talked about this, I think, in a recent beauty report video. They sent this over to me to try. It is an all mineral-based priming sunscreen. It has SPF 30, and this is, I swear, a dead-on dupe for the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. But I honestly think I like it better. It's cheaper, it has more SPF, and it just seems to, I don't know, maybe control shine a little bit more. The textures are honestly identical between the two primers. Like, you wouldn't really be able to tell a difference if you were feeling it or looking at it. But there's just something in this one. I mean, I know it has some extra plant extracts that I think it just makes my skin happier. So I've been very much enjoying this primer. I don't hear anybody talk about it. I feel like Kula is known for their sunscreen and like their body products, but very few people talk about their kind of skincare based products or their like makeup friendly products. They have a makeup setting spray and some other primers. So I definitely would encourage you guys to check them out. They are sold at Sephora. So if you wanted to go like have a sample of this made for you, you can go and do that and try it out. Now this next guy probably came in the most unexpected PR package that I received this year. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I posted some stories about it when that package showed up. I had had a terrible day. I was feeling like crap, and I just happened to catch out of the corner of my eye a box on the front porch, like as I was walking by the front door, like there's like a little window there, and I saw something. I wasn't even expecting to get a package. I had no idea that it was coming. I went out and got it. It was super heavy, and I was like, what the heck is this? And it turned out to be the entire collection of the new Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealers. And at the time, I think I had received one product, like one palette from Too Faced. I'm not on their like normal PR list. I think because I had gone to a GenBeauty, I had been hooked up with someone from their social media or PR team. So every once in a blue moon, I, might get something from them. But I was not expecting to get the entire line of these concealers. So I do actually have a full in-depth review on my blog with swatches of the entire collection. If you guys would like to see it or check it out, I'll link it for you in the description box. But I do genuinely love this concealer, and not just because I got sent it for free and because I got sent the entire range. I use this on a weekly basis, like a couple times a week. I try to rotate through my concealers because I have a lot of them. I'm trying to pan my Shape Tape right now. But I kind of have to like stop myself essentially from reaching for this every day, because I probably would if I let myself. And I'm sure if you guys watch beauty videos, you've probably heard a lot about this. This is an extremely full coverage, very creamy concealer. It does dry down, completely matte. It doesn't really emphasize a lot of texture. A lot of people say it's more hydrating than the Shape Tape. I think honestly they're probably more similar than you would think, because they both do kind of set down matte. I also do set my under eyes with powder always anyway, so it seems to play well with my powders. It doesn't make my under eyes look super crepey, and it lasts. That is the one biggest thing I will say to this. Even if all my foundation has worn off around my nose, my under eyes will still be covered, which in a way can look kind of weird and crazy if all your foundation's rubbing off. But the point is, this stuff is no joke. It will really cover, it really sticks around, and you get a ton of product in here. It is expensive. It retails, I want to say, for $29, which for a concealer is a lot. I mean, that's as much as some foundations are, but you get half an ounce of product in here, which is essentially half the standard amount of product you would get in a foundation. And most concealers, I would say, are like a third of this size. So you are getting a lot of bang for your buck when you buy this. It will last an incredibly long time. And the applicator, man, it's chunky, it's large, but it's got more of a point than the Tarte Shape Tape applicator has. So it's really good for like getting right in tiny areas like around your eyes. And last but certainly not least, I have a product here from Sigma. Now, I have received a lot of really amazing things from Sigma this year. I've been very blessed to have received tons of their brushes and brush care things and a lot of their makeup. And it was very difficult for me to pick like one thing, because I obviously wanted to keep my overall list to a top 10, and I tried to not include multiple products from the same brand. I mean, I kind of cheated a little bit with Pixi there, but I'm trying to be good. So I decided to go for what I believe is like one of the most underrated products that I personally love from Sigma, and something I genuinely have used like countless times. And that is the Aura Powder Blush in the shade Cor de Rosa. This, it's such a good blush. And I know not everyone is like a blush person, like not everybody cares about blush, but it is one of my favorite types of products in my whole makeup collection. There's just something about it that I feel like it just adds just this health and this glow to your cheeks that's not like a highlighter glow. Like it just makes you look alive and awake, and I really enjoy it. And I like having lots of colors and different finishes, and some with sheen and some that are matte, and I like blush, what can I say? So this guy right here, Cor de Rosa, is to me like the blush. This is the blush that would flatter probably every single person. I know that Jackie Ayan has talked about this, so if she can wear it, and she is a deep skin tone, I know it will flatter deep skin tones as well, and I do truly believe that this would work really well on people that are very fair also, because it's not, again, an overly crazily pigmented blush, it's so funny, it's like when you swatch it, I'm sure it's gonna not really even look like it's doing anything, but when you apply it with a brush on your cheeks, it just adds this perfect flush. It's not too pink, it's not too nude, it's not too peach, it's just like a true neutral color that I think A, goes with basically every makeup look, and B, looks good on like every skin tone. It's a magic blush. I absolutely love it. I think it retails for like $20, and Sigma is always having sales, so it definitely would not break the bank. I would say if you're not a blush person and you haven't tried this, you should try it, because it's such a beautiful formula. It goes on beautifully. It's not patchy, blends in nicely, it lasts. It's just it's so good. All right, guys, so that is it. Those were my top 10 products that I received in PR in 2018. I hope you guys enjoyed this format and it was fun for you to take this little walk down memory lane with me. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate your support, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on the rest of the videos in this series. Again, I'll be coming back at you with my top 10 products that I received in my subscriptions and my top 10 products that I purchased, and we'll talk about the things I wish I didn't buy. Thank you guys, as always, for taking some time out of your busy day to come hang out and chat about beauty with me. I really, really appreciate it. And on that note, I'm gonna let you guys get back to it. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.